All right. Welcome, everybody, and welcome to the show, Millionaire Mindset. This is our second episode, and in today's episode, I'm going to talk about how to crush your goals in 2018. I'm going to show you how exactly I not only set my goal, but what exactly I do to accomplish my goals. And I'm sure you're going to love it. But first of all, Happy New Year, because today is January 1st, 2018, the first day of the year in 2018. Usually in the beginning of this show, we talk about the markets, but today the markets are closed. So there's nothing to talk about when it comes to the markets. We will talk about this again tomorrow. But what I want to do is I want to show you a quick video that I received from one of our subscribers. And I really enjoyed it, and I'm sure that you will too. So let me go to the computer and play this video for you. All right, here's some magic. There we go. There we go. How do you enjoy the video? I loved it. You see how all the negative crap from 2017 wiped away and all the positive new stuff that is lying ahead of us in 2018 appeared. Because keep in mind, yes, you do have 12 new chapters and 365 new chances to make 2018 the best year ever. And that's what this show is all about, to help you to get a millionaire mindset so that eventually you become a millionaire like me. As you know, in 2002, I arrived with $30,000 in my pocket in the United States, and today I am a multimillionaire. So let's see, have you set a few goals for 2018 yet? Well, I have, and I'm going to share with you my process, how I make sure that I achieve my goals. So let's jump on to the screen here. There we go. How to crush your goals in 2018. Well, the first thing that you need to do, of course, is set a goal. You got to set a goal after all, otherwise nothing will happen. So in a moment, I'm going to show you one of my goals and how exactly I apply this process that I'm showing you here to my goal setting. So you want to set a goal that gets you excited, that makes you jump out of bed in the morning, where you say, yes, this is what I'm going to achieve in 2018. In a moment, you'll also see that I will not put a time frame to it, and I'll show you why that is. But let's talk about step number 2 first. Step number 2, you gotta make a decision. And what do I mean by this? You gotta make a decision that you want to accomplish the goal, that this is what you want to do. Because ultimately, that's what goals are all about. Making a decision. It's never about the goal. It's about becoming the person that can accomplish the goal. So we'll talk about this more here in just a few minutes. But step number 3 is you gotta plan the first step. Now, why would I say you only plan the first step here? Well, let me switch over to the camera here. Why not, right? Why only the first step? Because a journey of 1,000 steps starts with the first one. And you will see that this approach gets you to your goals much, much quicker. You don't have to plan out the whole next 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. All you need to plan is the next step, the first step. So let's talk about the next step, number 4. Step number 4, you gotta take action, because without action, nothing is happening. Step number 5, you simply evaluate, does it work? If so, if yes, simple, you just keep going. And if no, okay, then you change the plan, not the goal. That's very important, okay? So let me show you how I personally apply this process in my life to one of the goals that I have. You see, for 2018, I have a goal that I want to have 10,000 viewers to the show. It's one of my goals. And you see, this is, I don't care when, there we go, when we get the 10,000 viewers here, all I care that I get the 10,000 viewers. Now, with this process that I'm going to show you here of how to achieve your goal, you'll see that you get there in record time. Now, in order to get the 10,000 viewers, let me switch over here. I also want to make sure that on this fan page, I get 100,000 followers. So that's my goal. All right, make a decision. So what is the decision that I made? The decision that I made is that here I will provide awesome content. What does this mean? I'm really taking the time to plan these shows here to make sure that I'm delivering awesome content for you. And here's something embarrassing. This particular episode here, I'm doing for the second time. Why? I did it an hour ago. I pushed the wrong button. I didn't connect the right camera. And I looked at it and I said, no, this is okay content. It's not awesome. You deserve better. So this is why I'm doing it here now a second time. But you see, it doesn't matter, because that is my decision to provide the best content, awesome content for you, so that you love the show, that you tune in, that you watch the replays, and that you share it with your friends and say, oh my gosh, this is amazing. All right. So let's move on and let's talk about plan the first step. So what was the first step to this show? This is what I just said. You know what? I'm going to make a show, period. So am I fully prepared for this? Of course not. I mean, right now, as you can see, it's a little bit rough. Today, I decided to change the title of the show. Yesterday, I called it one thing. Today, I called it the Millionaire Mindset. I love this title. I think I'll stick with it. What do you think about the title? Is that a good one? Let me know in the comments, and we'll figure this out together as we go along. All right, so then take action. What did I do yesterday? I did the first show. I did the first show yesterday. So I didn't overthink it, because you see, how do I get to 10,000 viewers? Now I can plan it out and, I don't know, plan out the next days and the next week and the next months, but it doesn't matter. What beats planning every single time is action. Take the first step. Do something. And that's what I'm doing here. Is this absolutely the best thing I'm doing right now? I think it's pretty good, but I'm still stumbling across it, and it doesn't matter, because this brings us to step number 5. Step number 5, does it work? I don't know yet. I'll check in 2 weeks. So, for the next 2 weeks, I am prepared to do this daily show for you. And I'm going to do it at 4 o'clock Central Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time. So we'll meet here. I'll post the content here as well on YouTube, and I'll send you an email. I mean, I'll do a lot of things to make sure that you are getting this content of the show and that we get to the 10,000 viewers. So does it work? No, I don't even have to think about it yet, because first I'll try to figure out whether it works or not. Now, you see how this 5-step process brings you to the goals quicker. Because do I really have to set a time frame by when I want to have accomplished? No. I'm going to work hard every day to provide awesome content for you, to get familiar with the equipment that I have here, to get familiar with the software. And really, I'm spending, I want to say, probably an hour preparing for the show. Even the show is only 10 minutes because I want to make sure that I'm spot on. And let me know if this is great content or if I'm rambling too much, because if so, I'll make sure that I make it better and better for you, because I want you to follow this and I want you to get the mindset of a millionaire. So now you know how I personally achieve my goals. I'm taking massive action. I'm planning the first step. I'm doing it. And then, yes, I do have this feedback loop here where I quickly evaluate, does it work or not? But I'm not doing it after a day or two. I'm giving it 2 weeks. And you know what? Maybe I go for 30 days, but this is also one of my personal success principles that I have. Fail fast. What does it mean? If it doesn't work, I want to know it rather quickly, and then I change the plan, but not the goal. The goal is the same. I want to make sure that I create awesome content and that I'm reaching here as many viewers as possible. So, can you help me with that? Make sure that you comment on the show, that you like it, and that you share it with your friends. Okay, if you think that this is awesome, please share it with your friends. If you do believe that there is some room for improvement, if there's anything that I can do to make these shows even better for you, let me know in the comments. And believe me, I read every single comment and I'm taking it to heart. All right, so that's it for today's show, because I also want to keep these shows short. I want to spend 10-15 minutes with you, give you actionable tips that you can implement in your life right away. All right, I'll see you tomorrow for the next show, 4 o'clock Central Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time, right here. And I'll talk to you soon. Happy New Year and crush it. All right.